While we're talking about patriotism and the things people do for patriotism, today is D-Day. If you think people go to war because they admire their country, or you think they go to war because they've thought it out, they sit in the library and they think, yes, my country is good. It really is. Those things inform their passion, but they go to war for passion, for love of country, for love of the things that we have here, there's a lot to love here. And they went to war in 1944, June 6, 1944, fighting a truly evil and disastrous enemy that would have taken over the world. The Nazis and their Axis partners would have taken over the world if America had not stood up to them and joined with our allies in France and Britain and around the world to fight them back. And these guys, I remember as a kid, I had a junior high school teacher who was at D-Day. He stormed the Normandy beach, and I remember him telling us about it and talking about the carpet of bodies that he ran over as he was charging these machine guns, and they were just raking the beach. I'm sure you've seen Saving Private Ryan, the opening scene of that. They were just raking the beach, and he said when he talked, he was full of what now I would recognize as PTSD, as kind of his tone got impassioned. He fell over his words. We should not forget this. Let's just take a listen to CNN did a special where they interviewed some of the veterans and they remembered what happened.
The front went down and we jumped into the water. The water was up to our necks. We weren't the first troops. The infantry was first. We were the more following the infantry, and the bodies were all over the place.
First thing I had in my mind was death. I was thinking about death. I didn't think I was going to come back because there was a lot of guys all around me. They were floating in the water.
There was one kid, I looked down and there was Michaels, his name was, and he's trying to talk and nothing is coming out. I made him out to say, help me. But things were so chaotic there, you couldn't help anybody. You had to get out of there. A group of four of us, we headed up and we go through a minefield. The whole area was mined. So as we traverse this high ground, I hear pop, and in my peripheral vision, I see this fellow to my left, an explosion and him flying through the air. And I just kept going as fast as I could.
Yeah, I just kept going as fast as I could. There's this book, one day I'm going to do a whole show about this Howard Zinn, People's History of the United States. And he says, I want to tell the history of the United States from its point of view of the victims. I want to tell about the Constitution from the point of view of slaves. But what if I did that to you, of just told the worst parts of your lives? The truth is there's not a single person walking around politically free on the planet Earth who is not free because of people like this. Yesterday, I guess it was yesterday, Monday, it's now Wednesday, right? And that Monday, we had Jacob Airy on. We were talking about comic books, and he said millennials feel they have no great enterprise like this to participate in. But, this is a great enterprise fighting back evil. Once the evil is gone, the great enterprises are to produce more good. More children, raise your children. That's a big enterprise, that's a mighty enterprise. Settle planets, extend freedom through the world. That's what we're here to do. And it's all because of guys like this and their passion and their love of country. Believe me, it's not the Matt Lauers and Katie Courics of the world who go out and do this stuff. It's the people who love their country.